Hey, so time for a tutorial on how to do this look here. Turquoise into black with a brown in the transition, just to make that color pop out nicely. So, I'm going to make a start with the browns, the transition color. So I'm going to pop Mocha Java shadow scent into the transition here, all the way around. Fluff it right out, and I want it to be really blended so you can hardly tell that that one's there, but it just deepens the color nicely. And then I'm gonna hop in with a little rustic brown, literally just a dab, but I want that outside of the transition to be just a little bit darker. And blend that around. Really not much in it, but a little really does go a long way, and I don't want to come in too heavy with this. See how that's darkened it just a little on the outside? Subtle differences. I don't want to come too far. While that's still workable, I'll just give that a little wipe out there. Okay. So I'm going to go in now with some snow, which is our white, because I want to really lighten that inner corner here, because that's what's going to really make the turquoise color pop in a minute when we come to adding that. So that is just going to blend out there really nicely, coming under the eyes just a little bit to get that color pop, keeping that mainly below the crease. I'm then going to come in with onyx and a really small a rounded brush, if I can find it. Really small rounded brush. I don't want the onyx to go very far at all. A little, as I say, a little goes a really long way, so I'm just going to work that into the crease there and not go any higher, because by the time I blend that, it's going to end up being higher anyway. So I blend by trying to bring the color back into itself rather than pushing it out, because as I say, I don't want it to go too far, and it's kind of going to happen anyway. So always underestimate how far your color is going to go. Always sort of go err on the side of caution, because it will always go a little bit further than you think it will. So if you position it in the very first instance absolutely up to where you want it to go, it's going to end up going too far. You don't want too much black on an eye. Even if you are going super dramatic like this, like there's a limit. You can go as dark as you want, but the position of it is really what's important. Right. So I'm going to come in under the eye with a little of the Mocha Java. Where have I put it? I know where I put it. There it is. I'm going to come in under the eye with a little Mocha Java, quite a good wide sweep under the eye. See how low I'm going with that? But it blends quite nicely. It's not a harsh line, and it's just going to give me that really sort of smoky feel underneath the eye. Then I'm going to come back in under the eye with the onyx and keep that a lot closer to the lash line. Smudge that out. I still want it to be smoky. I still don't want it to be a really defined line. And join that up with what's going on up here. Okay, so I'm gonna probably come back in with some more onyx in a minute, but I'm gonna get some of the color going in here so I can get a real feel for the balance and how this is looking. So I'm gonna start coming in just below the crease again. I don't wanna go too high with this gorgeous seafoam shimmer. It's absolutely the most amazing color. And I'm gonna bring that in around the tear ducts as well. And then above the eye, I'm gonna try and keep that below the crease. I'm gonna come back in with some more and just dab it on. I want it to be really vivid and really bright. Okay, so I can see now I'm gonna need some more onyx. That's fine, I can come back in and add some more. These colors, you can layer and layer and layer. And it almost works in your favor to do it that way, because then they dry in between and you get the real smudge-proof finish, which is what makes these products just so amazing. So I'm gonna keep that onyx really, really low. Don't wanna go too high. And then I'm just gonna fluff. I'm keeping an eye on my other eye to try and match how far I'm coming with the black. Keeping that blended on the edges. I'm trying to look, I can't work out which angle to look at in the camera so that you can actually see both properly. So we're getting there. I'm going to build a little bit more into more of the V shape. I've not quite got that on this side, so I'm going to just add in a little bit more to get me that V shape. Always bear in mind what's going on both sides, because obviously you want them to match. And just smoke that out. I'm trying to get that little bit there that I don't want. Yeah. I am so in love with the boldness of this colour. It's just beautiful. Really, really striking. This is the most amazing colour for anybody really. I have blue-grey eyes and I love it. But on somebody with brown eyes also, this would just be so pretty. And really make the brown pop out. That's why we have brown in the transition colour, because they're really going to counteract each other, brown and the turquoise. So really perfect for anybody with brown eyes, particularly. So I'm almost there. Come back in with just a little bit more onyx, deepen it up underneath. What do we think? So I'm going to hop in now with a little bit of liner on the lower waterline. I've got my crayon here, which is my waterproof crayon. Really, really easy to use, particularly on the waterline. And then obviously, because it's waterproof, it's going to stay put there nicely for you. And then I'm going to go in with my flat angled brush with my onyx and just do a little liner along the top lid. Obviously, all over this side is all black already. So I'm going to come from that point and just add that little bit more definition. And I don't want to go too high. And then that's all going to blend in anyway with the black. I want it to be really deep along there, and deepen it up a little bit more. There we are. So what I will do now is do my mascara. I'm not going to make you watch my mascara face, but I've done my mascara on that eye already. This is a Volume Intense mascara. I place my hand so you can see my lashes. Volume Intense mascara is really, really gorgeous, and it helps to boost your lash growth too. So that's a really amazing mascara. I'm gonna hop off now, pop on my mascara, and I'm ready to go. But I hope you like it. A really striking look. And I think I've used 5 colors. You could do it without the snow, but it wouldn't pop quite so much. And you could use just the Mocha Java. So you could do it with 3 colors. I hope you like it. Speak to you soon.